there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Steps away to find some room. On the run, fires downfield. Makes a connection. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expected him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Give to the back. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Manning. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, though.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Throws to the tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Gets it out fast. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets in small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
And he added the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this.
Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but Just a missed opportunity.
Touchdown, Tigers! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Finds his man. It's Kane. Still running up the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we'd have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Quick completion to the right. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Brings up second down.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Holstein. On target. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Motion from the back. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. When they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Snagged in the middle, it's Daniels. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Dumps it to the back. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. At the 35, he's loose. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Temple looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Owls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Working that left side now. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Going up top. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, LSU. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Got it in the middle. It's Fox. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Right on the money. Touchdown, Auburn! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Berry. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field. It's Holstein. The short hands, it's Thompson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
On the run, it's Henderson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Berry. There he goes. The 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Got a man. It's Kane. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Mays. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Gonna run it. It's Berry. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll do it himself. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Off the play fake on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Quarterback extends the play. Fires on the move. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end, and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pressure coming. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They're setting up the screen. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He'll try to do it himself. It's complete to the left. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Makes the grab on the left. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Just keep slinging it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
That's caught. It's Watkins. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Reed. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw an incompletion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
This time on target. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Trying to bully their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Bob.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they feel.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, 4th down.
Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds the tight end. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
caught in the backfield. It's Thompson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that player.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They had a bad day, but that was a good play.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Reed. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. On the move, he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He lets one fly deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got an open man. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. LSU quick to the line.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game, they're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to pass, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him! And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. Reads it, fires complete. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Bringing the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. They boot it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15. He'll start this drive going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up-and-hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Off the play fake. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. How much fun